The people have spoken, but is anyone listening? I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. A candidate by the name of Dick Tuck was running for the Senate in California in 1962, but lost in the primary. He is reported to have said, "The people have spoken, the bastards." The concept, of course, being that the voters had their say and it wasn't to his liking, so he moved on. Well, moving on is not a concept we see these days in special elections, like the one held earlier this week. How many times have we seen school bond votes or municipal bond votes be rejected by voters, and the first words out of the mouths of those who lost is to pledge to regroup and try again as soon as possible? And more often than not, the bond eventually passes because the proponents wear down the opposition. The proponents typically are the institutions, schools, or cities, and they have the infrastructure and vested interest in pushing the vote as often as necessary until it passes. Now, granted, sometimes the project is scaled back because the feedback from voters was that the original project was too rich for their blood. But again, it's hard to mobilize opposition to institutions over and over, especially on the same topic. We currently have laws in place limiting the number of times per year when special elections can be held. That's why you saw so many this past Tuesday, because it was one of the few days designated as an election day. So how about another law? This one saying that if a bond issue fails, that same issue or one substantially like it cannot come before the public again for 2 years. Now, I could go along with a different time frame so long as there was some decent interval of time before the institutions tried ramming it down voters' throats again. After all, if the people have spoken, those allied with institutions should listen. And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Friday, March 10 on Twitter, Instagram, Getter, Parler, and Truth Social at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.